Good day, I'm Lorraine Mendez and this is your JIS News for Wednesday, November 2. Jamaica's economy grew by 2.3% between July and September of this year, the highest growth in a single quarter since 2002. Finance Minister Audley Shaw made the disclosure in Parliament Tuesday, saying agriculture accounted for most of the growth with 28.8%. Minister Shaw said the movement in the economy has led to a higher growth projection for the fiscal year.
Projections, therefore, that were projected for 1.4% growth by the PIOJ, the projections now are looking at 1.8% to 2% growth in the fiscal year that we are in. That is now the projection for growth. We are well on our way to 5 in 4, 5% growth in 4 years.
Meanwhile, Minister Shaw says a stakeholder group has been set up to work with the Bank of Jamaica to address matters relating to the sliding dollar. The group will have its first meeting on Friday and will meet on a weekly basis thereafter.
All ideas must contend. We come together, we sit down, and I am satisfied, Mr. Speaker, that with a buy-in to this approach, we can stabilize our exchange rate that can give the country a chance to grow and grow our way out of the economy.
Minister Shaw also gave the assurance that there's no shortage of foreign exchange, outlining that the country's gross reserves is over $3 billion. At the end of trading on Tuesday, the Jamaican dollar was at $129.05 to $1. Prime Minister Andrew Holness is again appealing to Jamaicans to properly dispose of their garbage. In encouraging personal responsibility, Mr. Holness says garbage should be looked at as a means to achieve economic stability.
We encourage Jamaicans to, instead of just throwing it away, that's the easy way of disposing. But the smarter way of disposing is to separate it, put it together, and there are many persons doing recycling now who you can provide that to on a commercial basis.
The Prime Minister also made a special appeal to commercial waste generators.
Use the regulated channels in doing so. Contact the NSWMA or an appropriate service provider.
Prime Minister Holness was speaking Monday as he announced an enterprise team to oversee the divestment of the Riverton dump disposal site. And the Prime Minister is currently in Trinidad and Tobago representing Jamaica's interests at the 2016 High-Level Caribbean Forum hosted by the International Monetary Fund. Mr. Holness will join regional prime ministers, finance ministers, central bank governors, international financial institutions, and the private sector to exchange views on the challenges facing the Caribbean. The one-day forum, being held under the theme Shifting Tides, Challenges and Opportunities, will look at issues such as growth, competitiveness, oil prices, Cuba, and policies to address de-risking. Minister Derek Smith is in charge of government while Prime Minister Holness is away. Mr. Holness returns to the island tomorrow. The science and technology sector is expected to be strengthened with next year's tabling and passing of the Science, Technology and Innovation Policy. Portfolio Minister Dr. Andrew Wheatley says the policy will increase the economic benefits from products and businesses in the area.
This is a critical tool for development of this sector and will of course provide the overarching guidance for national development in this area.
Minister Wheatley was speaking at the recent launch of Science and Technology Month. Dr. Wheatley, meanwhile, says he'll be encouraging scientific research and the integration of science and technology into all areas of development. And finally, the Supreme Court now has 15 desktop computers to improve its jury management system. The court also received a high-density server, data backup and storage devices, as well as a firewall protector. The $19.2 million equipment was provided by the Canadian government-funded Justice Undertakings for Social Transformation JUST program.
The modernization of the court system cannot take place without the use of 21st century cutting-edge technology. And these computers will indeed go a very far way in helping our drive to provide first-world standard of justice for all Jamaican citizens.
Justice Minister Delroy Chuck also used Tuesday's function to announce plans to have 12 courtrooms in the Supreme Court trying criminal cases.
It's good to have courtrooms, but we need the judges, we need the prosecutors, and we need the support staff. And we are actively working on that to make sure that sometime next year, hopefully earlier rather than later, we can say that 12 courts are trying criminal cases at any time.
And that's it for JIS News today. I'm Lorraine Mendez. Thank you for watching.